Hey everyone, welcome back. This is game 3 of a very exciting series here from MLG Providence. The series is now 1-1, and we're going to have to see who can come through in this series and advance in this championship. We are now on Metalopolis, and spawning on the left side of the map, it is the red Zerg here from Team Liquid. It is Haypro and his opponent. Spawning on the right side of the map, it is the blue Terran here, one of the best players in Korea. It is IMMvp. And now at 1-1, Haypro has definitely proven a lot of people wrong here and played a lot better than people expected him to. We'll have to see if he can come through and go ahead and take this series versus MVP and become only the second foreigner ever to beat Nesty and MVP, and in back-to-back series at that. MVP though, he is extremely good, and in pressure situations, he really comes through. MVP sending this SCV over here to see if he sees an Overlord coming, but he doesn't see it, so he knows Haypro is most likely not close by air. He could very well still be close by air, but it is unlikely at this point. Meanwhile, Haypro, it does look like we'll be going for a hatch first once again. That's 16 hatches, what we have been saying. Looks like this probably we're going to see out of him, and he's sending the drone over now, so actually a 15 hatch, a little bit earlier hatch this time from Haypro. Not much, but just a tiny little bit. And he is drone scouting, that may be the reason why. So Haypro coming over to see what he sees, and MVP going standard so far, not walling off as of yet, but here comes the drone, going to try to harass a little bit. This barracks will be done, and the gas is done. I'd imagine we're going to see some reactor Hellions again. That is obviously, it's the best build or the best opener rather, in TVZ at this point in time. So, I mean, really just, you kind of expect it at this point. But if we go back to Haypro's base, we see he is now building his spawning pool. Gas is up for Haypro. Still just trying to drone up as best as he can for now, being that he can't build anything else but drones. But MVP, the barracks is up, building a couple Marines. This one Marine is out chasing, and will he be able to pick that drone off? And ooh, you will not be able to pick that drone off. Oh, that is so irritating if you can pick that drone off. But factory coming down for MVP, and reactor about to be started on the barracks now. So he is going to go for those reactor Hellions. I mean, not really that surprised. Both Queens getting started up at each base. MVP scouting, he did scout Haypro's base, didn't see anything out of the ordinary. So just so far it looks like we may be just seeing a little bit of a macro game here, or at least this game will at least last to the 10-minute mark, so be thankful for that. MVP going for the expand that he likes to do right as the reactor and factory are finishing up. MVP going to pick that factory up, float it over the barracks, and the timing is a little bit off for him. Usually he's dead on, but it's only off by seconds. And meanwhile, this SCV is still in Haypro's base. MVP does like to hide SCVs and go for delayed scouts and such. Speed is about a third of the way done for Haypro. Meanwhile, the SCV still just kind of trolling around in Haypro's base. Ling's just searching everywhere on the map, just trying to gain some map control, see what's going on, see if there's any crazy shenanigans with barracks scattered all over the map. Tech Lab going down in that barracks, so pretty usual build right now for MVP. One of those Hellions was delayed a little bit, so it's a little staggered Hellions right now. He does only have one on the field. He's about to have his second, and then once this one pops out, his third is on the way. We'll see if he makes this fourth one, or if he forgets to. He is going to actually switch over, so he will not be making that fourth Hellion because of the little timing here. He's going to throw down a factory. Okay, so he's going to go heavy mech. MVP's actually going to go into a heavy mech, throwing down a factory on the reactor. The barracks is still just floating into the air. So he's going to get tanks out, or he's going blue flame Hellion. Thought he was going to go tank, but no. He's going heavy Hellion. He's going to go with a blue flame Hellion build. So I might have been wrong about that 10-minute game. Lings do have speed out though for Haypro, and he is now building a macro hatch in his base, but he's going to need a Roach Warren to deal with these blue flame Hellions. The Lings for Haypro are they're out here at the gold base, trying to get a little scouting out and all that kind of. But where's that drone going? That drone. Oh, it looks like that drone actually. Maybe he thought the Hellions were there and he was going to go around him. And now it looks like Haypro will probably be trying to throw. No, yeah, okay, there it is. Third base thrown down for Haypro. So MVP is also landing his orbital command here, and oh, he's blue flame is not up, but he sees 5 Hellions, and so he's got to be thinking, okay, so there's a lot of Hellions, but what he does not see yet is he doesn't see blue flame. The macro hatch is about to finish up for Haypro, and for MVP, the starport is done. Haypro coming up with a roach warren here at his natural, but the Hellions are, they're about 8 in-game seconds away from blue flame, and I'll be interested to see how Haypro reacts once he sees the blue flame. MVP was holding back some of the Hellions here. He's looking at 8 Hellions right now. He needs to get in there and try to push before that roach warren gets up. So MVP coming in with these Hellions. Haypro is about to see the blue flame. One Hellion is quite low. Another Hellion extremely low. One Hellion does go down. Haypro does now see the blue flame, and the blue flame is now in there. How much damage can he do? Kills a lot of lings. He's killing a lot of lings right now. But he's actually hasn't gone up to third base, so he doesn't know the third base is there. He's down to 7 Hellions right now out of the original 9. He's doing some damage to the drones. Great split on those drones by Haypro. Gonna come up into the main base though, and when one Hellion does go down, he's only got 4 Hellions left. He's still trying to do a lot of damage to the drones. Great pull off by Haypro, but oh, the drones do kind of get bunched up, but all the lings hatching at the opportune time, and boom, down go all those Hellions, and good damage done there. If we look by MVP, he got 10 worker kills, 10 drones, but Haypro now has his third base up. All those Hellions were killed, but no, now it looks like MVP is going to go for a little bit of a drop here, and the drop will be coming across and dropping into his main. But he does have an overlord there, so it will be scouted as it's dropping, most likely. And he has a couple roaches out right now, but he's going to need to be making more roaches. And here comes the drop. Haypro does obviously see it with that overlord, and then the Hellions coming out right now. And oh, here comes a bunch of lings, and they do get a decent drop, but a lot of lings die with that first shot. A lot of lings now dying. Puts him in the corner, and he does now pick him up, and he does have to run away. But wow, killing a lot of lings there. Really just being annoying at this point. Lair is started now for Haypro, and oh, Hellions are now coming in on this third base. And oh, the Hellions doing so much damage, killing a lot of drones, but the split was good, and he's making a lot of roaches now, but also a lot of drones at the same time. And oh, a lot of these Haypro getting his gases up now. He does like to get a lot of those gases out. Zerg is gas starved in the late game, so you do want to get a lot of gas out. And MVP scanning right now, doesn't really see much. Sees I guess what he sees no lair yet. Sees so obviously like no spire, no crazy thing like a hydras or some shit, no nidus. But MVP coming into space, and he's gonna kill another drone. Gonna kill a couple more drones here. Not really mining though for Haypro at this base anymore. And oh, Haypro is making a bunch of drones right now, so. But oh, dropping the main base. Oh, MVP doing a lot of damage. He got 18 drone kills right now. And oh, he's dropping again at the. But oh, it looks like those Hellions, all 4 of those Hellions do go down. So does the medevac. Nicely defended there by Haypro. MVP though does have a good amount of tanks, and he does have siege mode out. He is getting vehicle weapons 1 upgraded. And dropping a bunch of mules, morphing that into an orbital right now. But this overlord here for Haypro will be able to scout when the third does go down. And what we're looking at from Haypro here looks like he is getting his spire up, is getting his baneliness up. So it looks like he won't really be using the roaches that he did make. It looks like he's getting a mutiling vein. But the roaches were just there for defense. He's getting roach speed though, so maybe he will be using the roaches, mixing some of the roaches, and 3 roaches actually being made right now. And orbital command now being floated over to the third base. Thor is on the way as well for MVP. Great timing there. But still more drones being made for Haypro. He is having to replace those drones that died. 5 Hellions now coming out. They do take good map control now for MVP. Haypro does have a roach over here at this watchtower, but MVP is now in the lead in supply. He does appear to be in the lead in map control, and he's just in the lead in general in this game. Haypro actually getting really good creep spread though. He's got the creep spread over here, so if he put this 4th base down, he'd pretty much have creep already connected. And MVP sees this, and I'll see if he wants to scan here and take some of the creep out. It doesn't really look like it. Army, big army now for MVP. Big mech army moving now into that base. And we do see Hellions just roasting drones right now. And, oh, the Queen. Okay, so Roach is coming over to deal with the Hellions now. Weapons 2 on vehicles now started from MVP though. So another factory as well. He's got a lot of factories going in his base. So MVP definitely looking to go for a heavy mech army. We should be seeing the Ghost Academy and some Ghosts come out pretty soon for MVP. He does like to get those out at about the timing that Broodlords would be starting to come out. But Mutas are now on the way for Haypro. MVP is significantly ahead right now though. But if we look at the worker supply, Haypro does have 76 workers, even with the 24 workers that MVP has killed. Haypro is still in the lead on workers, but MVP does have triple mule production, so I'd say MVP is just slightly ahead economically. This Roach will eventually go down. Roaches take so long to kill with Hellions, even with Blue Flame and Vehicle Weapons 1. This 4th base does look like Haypro will be putting it down. Still amazing creep spread from Haypro. I cannot stress that enough, just how unbelievable a creep spread is. Cancelled that, but he does scan now, so he's going to eliminate a little bit of this creep spread. But so much of the creep spread actually... Okay, so now, a lot of them are going to get... Will we cancel these? Oh, we really wanted to cancel those, but all those will go down. So decent job there by MVP, limiting the creep spread here. But the Mutas are out and will push back any Hellion harass now. Hellion harass has been effectively shut down. A 4th base is now being made though for MVP. Probably going to float that to the gold if he thinks he can. 5th base though being taken by Haypro. About halfway done there. And base over here is actually... He actually took the base up here before he took the base down here. So Haypro, and he's looking to get those 2 gases up as well, as you can see. And so Haypro looking very good right now. If he can hold MVP off for a couple more minutes, he could definitely catch up quite easily. Missile Tech 1 on the way, Melee Attack 2 on the way, and still more Mutalisks on the way as well for Haypro. Creep spread is still very good, and it looks like it may be stopped though, because there are really no active creep tumors on the edge here. There are 3 active creep tumors here, but he would have to put 1 back here so it would spread, and then he could spread it that way. But Hellions trying to come in, and the Roaches will be able to take these Hellions. The Hellions should get... They do have vehicle weapon upgrades, so they're like the old Blue Flame Hellions. But he did see a lot of drone transfer, so he's got to think there are bases over here. 5 bases though up for Haypro right now, making a lot of lings as well. Vehicle weapons 3 though on the way from MVP. MVP is actually is looking to make an extremely just a potent army. 93 drones up for Haypro to the 66 SCVs of MVP, but 10 tanks, 5 Thors out for MVP. But Haypro is now in the supply lead, and if we look at MVP's main base, he is mined out at this point, pretty much mined out. So he's really only mining on 2 bases. He does have another command center on the way. That'll be 5 command centers out. He is now flying that one to the gold, but Haypro should be able to harass that pretty effectively with Mutas, and we'll see if he ends up getting Broodlords out here. Infestation Pit all on the way, should be getting Hive right after that. Oh wow. So wow, Haypro getting out Zerg Flyer Attack 2. Looks like he's going to try to do a lot of damage with the Mutas. Now a Mutas can be extremely effective against a mostly mech army, because of the fact that only Thors can shoot up at them. But a lot of Banelings were being made, and wow, that is just so many Banelings right now. That is just unbelievable. But actually, let's see how many Banelings that is. 28 Banelings right now, and he can harass right now, but Thors and the tanks sieged up everywhere, doing a lot of good damage, and both players are maxed. Haypro on those 5 bases though, and MVP only on 4, but one of them is a gold base. He should start dropping mules like crazy. He is morphing a planetary fortress there on the gold. He does have 4 orbitals though, So he is producing he has 4 orbital mule production, and oh, these Hellions trying to get in and do some damage, but the roaches, and oh, the banelings, so much damage can be done here by the banelings. Oh, target firing the banelings by MVP, and ooh, so many SCVs. Oh, Haypro, kill the SCVs, and oh, he doesn't go kill the SCVs, but a lot of good damage is being done by Haypro, and oh, the banelings, if they can catch SCVs, oh my god, Haypro, so amazing, great job there in the middle of the fight saying, no, I need to kill those SCVs. So many Thors right now out for MVP, but Haypro, that was unbelievable. 104 Zerglings on the way, Hive about halfway done, Infestors on the way, Pathogen Glands on the way as well, but Vehicle Weapons 3 is about 40 in-game seconds away for MVP, another Armory on the way as well. I'm pretty sure that might actually be a mistake for MVP, unless he wants to start upgrading Vehicle Armor and Air Weapons as well. But Haypro now, oh my god, Haypro, you could win this game. Oh my god, Haypro could win this game. I'm so excited right now, guys. But oh, Siege Tanks sieging up now in this gold base. They do have a little bit of a high ground advantage here. Haypro does have his army a little bit split. If he could come in with a pincer move here and get a nice flank, he could do a lot of damage, taking out a lot of this creep spread. But Haypro did have a very good creep spread, but it is now starting to be pushed back, and oh, some of these links going into their death, but he does take out a tank. Can he take out a Thor? If he can take out one Thor, oh, but so many banelings coming in right now. Haypro going ahead and attacking, and oh, Haypro, how many the banelings getting great hits. So many Hellions going down, getting great fungals here, doing a lot of damage. Haypro is definitely in the lead. He's got an Ultra's Cavern on the way. He's got 56 Zerglings being made, Adrenal Glands on the way as well. And meanwhile, Ship Weapons 1 and Terran Vehicle Armor 1 on the way for MVP. MVP, though, is like 50 supply down right now, 84 Lings in production, a lot of banelings on the way as well. Haypro, if he can hold this push off, he will be in a commanding position, but this push is very deadly for MVP, and MVP just kind of posturing up outside, slowly pushing in there with the tanks. He does need to reinforce quickly. He's bringing up a lot of SCVs to repair, a couple tanks, and if Haypro can hold this off, Haypro could very well win the game. MVP has landed this orbital down right here, and oh, the Lings sweeping in. The Lings are actually going to pick off the SCVs before they can even repair, but all the Lings are stuck, and they do have to fall back because of the tanks. And the tanks here with the Thors, if he, five Ultras on the way, chitinous plating on the way as well. Those Ultras will be able to do a lot of damage to the tanks. Tanks not very good against Ultras, and oh, the Hellions are trying to get in and do a lot of good damage, but they are being pushed back a little bit, and the tanks are able to kill a lot of the Lings that are trying to push the Hellions back. And oh, Haypro, you could. Oh, Haypro, please hold this off. So many drones getting roasted. It's a drone barbecue. It's like the 4th of July out here. And oh my god, Haypro. 13 babies, 8 now Ultralists on the way as well. Adrenal Glands about to finish up too. Once he has Adrenal Glands and those Ultralists out, he could very well push this army back, and he could hold this off, and then he could just go win. And oh, Ultras starting to pop. Ultras are out on the map. Ultras inking. Will he be able to push it out? Will he be able to? Oh, so many SCVs right there repairing that tank, and then we're repairing the Blue Flame Hellions. And oh, here comes a lot of banelings, do a good amount of damage here. And oh, here comes an Ultra, just a single Ultra here, trying to push in, and oh, doing just some damage, but it does just die. That probably was a little bit of a miss micro there by Haypro. And oh, I'm wondering when he's going to try this. He can get a decent flank here. He's got a decent army over here. Another Ultra has popped, and then he could push in here as well. These Ultras are getting hit though. Haypro cannot afford that. That Ultra is already on red, and oh, sweeping in now. He does take out that one tank with those banelings, and oh, Haypro looking, oh, we're getting a nice repair there by MVP, and MVP is playing very well, streaming units across the map as he gets it, but Haypro's going in here, he's going in for the flank, he's coming in on this side, a lot of tanks going down to these Ultras. Can the Ultras take out this? Oh, can the Ultras take out the Thor? The Hells do take out the Thor, and now they're going to get into the tanks. The Ultras can get into these tank lines, and oh, the banelings getting great hits on the Hellions, and oh, Haypro doing so much damage. There's so little of the army left for MVP. He's down to 125 supply. He's doing what he can. He's trying to push in right now, but Haypro, 64 Lings about to pop. A lot of Ultras pop, trying to pop as well. And oh, Haypro, go attack with their Lings. And Haypro moving in right now, killing as much as he can. The Blue Flame Hellions are doing a lot of damage. He needs to get those Ultras in on those Blue Flame Hellions. All the tanks are down. All that's left for Haypro, MVP is Hellions. Haypro is doing it. Haypro could just go win. He's 100 supply up. He's 80 supply up right now, sorry. And oh, Haypro takes out another Hellion. It looks like he will be expanding to the gold as well. And oh, Haypro playing so well right now. 10 ultras on the way. 3 have now just popped, 7 more still on the way, and the ultra, oh, the ultra could have got a block there, but instead these Hellions are going to get in here, and they could roast a lot of drones now. MVP doing as much damage as he can, just going to try to not let Haypro attack, and try to do as much as he can to prevent Haypro from attacking him, because Haypro is in a commanding position right now, and could very well just push in and win the game. Haypro playing so well, just so unbelievably well. MVP does still have this base up. He hasn't been throwing mules down on it. That base is almost mined out right now. He does have this base up still with a lot of minerals still available, and he does not actually have a lot of workers right now. It is 99 drones to 48 SCVs, and that's MVP has killed 58 workers. The 40 workers killed by Haypro were mostly pulled to repair. And dude, Haypro, that's a little bit too many ultras in my opinion. But Haypro, go attack, Haypro, you're losing your advantage. Do not let MVP come back into this game, please. Oh, I'm a little bit biased this cast. I want this win for the foreigners so badly. MVP though has so many Thors out right now. How many Thors is he on right now? 7 Thors right now, but he's just nothing else. 8 Hellions, a Medevac, and a Viking. 15 ultras for Haypro right now. These Hellions are getting in and doing a lot of good damage on these drones, but Haypro had so many drones to begin with, I'm not really sure it matters that much. This one ultra is just going to come up. The ultras are on 4-2 right now. They will be on 5-3 in about 150 in-game seconds. But vehicle armor 3 on the way now for MVP, and MVP is slowly now starting to catch up. Haypro is slowly he's losing the huge advantage he had. He had such a massive advantage just a few minutes ago, and now he's actually, wow, MVP is starting to catch up. Haypro is still ahead, but MVP is slowly starting to catch up. He's doing so much damage to the drones. Haypro had so many drones, but if he keeps losing them, he won't be able to get up that bank that he needs to instantly remax. And okay, so these Hellions will fall eventually to the ultras of Haypro, but MVP has done what he wants to do. He held him off. He made it so Haypro didn't attack him. A little bit of a fault on Haypro there, but MVP is now looking good. Haypro is dropping creep in this base of MVP, but the Vikings are starting to pick off some overlords. Haypro is supply blocked, and if he can keep picking off these overlords, Haypro will be extremely supply blocked. And oh, this is so smart by MVP. Haypro is now 32 supply in the supply hole. No overlords on the way either. He has to make so many overlords. Greater Spire though is on the way for Haypro. If he can get out some broodlords, he could maybe try to turn it around and get this advantage back. But Haypro is, oh, he's got 5 overlords on the way now. That will get him out of the supply block. But wow, great job by MVP. That was so smart. And MVP is now pushing up this left side of the map here. And oh, he's got so many Thors. Oh my god, the Thors. That is a 3-2, about to be 3-3 Thor. And all the ultras are soon going to be 5-3 ultras. And if he can push in here with a bunch of ultras, and with the banelings, it looks like the banelings are actually going to explode on Thors, and that is not what you want. 2 Thors though have fallen, but all the Thors doing so much damage to the Ultralisk, and the Ultralisk trying to do as much damage as they can, and oh, ultras and Thors fighting. This is amazing. 2 giant units on the map here, and oh, but it looks like MVP will have the advantage here, and oh, Haypro went from being so far ahead to he's now fairly significantly behind. MVP's Vikings still just overlord hunting right now. And the Vikings from MVP, they're out on the map now. They are so smart because and he kills this base as well. MVP looking to be in an extremely good position right now. The only thing Haypro could have done though is switched into Broodlords, and getting the Vikings out was just a masterstroke by MVP, because he's saying, even if you switch into Broodlords, look, I have Vikings out on the map, what are you going to do about it? And they actually, I believe they are +1 Vikings as well. Yes, they are 1, and oh my god, they are picking up so many overlords. Haypro is once again supply blocked down to 132 supply, and it looks like MVP is now. MVP was once well behind in this game, and he is now taking an absolutely commanding position. The Vikings just running all over there, flying all over the map, trying to pick off overlords, but oh, the Lings are going to try to get a little bit of a run by here. But oh, so many Hellions. These blue flame Hellions are going to do so much damage. The Lings are actually going to trap themselves in a corner. Not exactly what Haypro wanted. Thors are now coming in here, kills another overlord. Haypro is so supply blocked, and he's not even making overlords. Haypro, I think Haypro might actually be in shock right now. Haypro was so far ahead, he could have won the game, and now he's not even making anything. He's doing what he can, but there it is, 5 Overlords now finally in production, and Haypro after playing so well. MVP though, oh my god, look at this, 130 drones killed this game for MVP, and Haypro down to 28 from that massive 100 drones that he had earlier. MVP is 80 supply ahead, and it's slowly growing. MVP, wow. Haypro was at a point where if he pushed, he would have won. He would have beat MVP and Nesty in the same tournament, and that would have been an amazing win for the foreigner scene. But instead, it looks like he will fall to MVP. Wow, MVP is just, he's the master of coming back. He does not die. He does not like to lose, and so he just straight up doesn't. It is just unbelievable to watch this guy play. But Haypro 7 Corruptors on the way. It looks like he will be trying to go into a Broodlord transition. But MVP, just so much army, so many Thors. I've never seen this many Thors before. But it looks like MVP is just going to make it work. There is a good fungal there on those Hellions. But the Hellions, just, it's not enough. So many Thors pushing down Haypro's base right now. MVP is 70 supply ahead, 80 supply ahead, back to 70 actually, and doing so much damage. These Ultras are just slowly getting chipped away at. Broodlords are trying to morph, 4 Broodlords are trying to morph, but there's just no way Haypro can win this right now. MVP is just going to push in. Remember, all these mech units here are 3-3 for MVP, so it looks like MVP will finally take this game after Haypro played so well. Lone Ultralisk sitting here at the Xel'Naga Tower. I've never seen that before. A scouting Ultralisk. It looks like those SCVs will go down, so that Ultralisk does kill an SCV, but huge drop here. So many Hellions, kill so many drones. How many drones is it to? 146 drones have been killed by MVP. MVP is just playing out of his fucking mind, and ship weapons 2 on the way. I think MVP knows he has this one, but he's just going for the most safe thing he can do, just trying to win easily. And this command center is done as well. He could morph this in. I mean, MVP's 90 supply up right now, guys. I don't see him losing. The Hellions are here just wreaking havoc and doing as much damage as they can, and now they're just going to retreat. Some getting picked off, but MVP is so far ahead, I'm not sure it matters at this point. Just a last-ditch effort here from Haypro. Corruptors, Broodlords, and Ultras, but so many Vikings, so many Thors, and some tanks, and it looks like once this army gets crushed, Haypro will be forced to leave the game here. But wow, Haypro played so well for the first 25 minutes of the game, and then MVP and GG there from Haypro. MVP with an amazing comeback there. Haypro just barely falling. He had a chance to win, but maybe MVP just too intimidating. But MVP does take the series and moves on in this tournament. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you join me next series, and I'm pretty sure at this point it will be an Idra series. So again, thanks for watching. Leave a like rating if you liked it. Leave a comment. Tell me what series you want to see from MLG Providence or anywhere else if you know where I can find the replays. Go to the Twitter. Follow the Twitter if you want. Crispy Ninja Inc. I'll be updating it with when new videos come out. And so thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next series.